Okay, review 1. 1 through 10, evaluate without a calculator. You can use a number line, you can't use a calculator, okay? And this is a Unit 1 test review. -7 minus -10. If the word minus pops out of my mouth, you need to fix it. So minus followed by a negative means we go plus plus. Then to the number line I go. -7 plus 10 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Takes me to 3. Okay, number 2. 5 minus 7. I said that dreaded M word. So plus negative this time. So I'm at 5, I go 7 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Takes me to -2. -3 plus -5. The word minus never came out of my mouth, so don't change it. Don't change it at all. -3, I'm adding -5. I go 5 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So -8. And you can use a number line on the test. Okay. -4 minus 3. Did the word minus pop out of my mouth? Yes. Right there. So -4 plus -3. 1, 2, 3. -7. You're going 3 to the left from the -4. -3 plus 7. Did the M word ever come out of my mouth? No, it did not. Don't change it. -3, add 7, go 7 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Takes me to 4. -6 plus 8. Okay. Never said the word minus. Don't change it. -6, 8 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Takes me to 2. Okay, next one, number 7. -6 times -2. The word minus never came out of my mouth, but you're not going to add either. It's a time multiplication problem. So number line we don't use. Negative times a negative is a positive. 6 times 2 is 12. -6 times 2. Negative times a positive is a negative. 12 times 6 is 6 times 2 is 12. Okay, -6 divided by -2. It's negative divided by negative, so it's positive. 6 divided by 2 is 3. -6 divided by 2, negative divided by positives and negatives. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So, see, never had to use my calculator. Now you can use a calculator if you need to. Okay. Now we're given expressions where we're given replacements for the variable. Okay. So, number 11. 3x plus xy. X equals -3, y equals -5. Make sure all operators are visible. So 3 times x, x plus x, times y. Parenthesize your variables and replace them with the given values. So parenthesize, parentheses, parentheses. So you got 3 times parentheses plus parentheses times parentheses. So x, -3, -3, -5. Now fix any subtraction operators. 3 times -3 plus -3 times -5. The word minus never came out of my mouth, so don't fix anything. Now you execute your PMDA. Parentheses, you just have one number inside of each. Multiplication here, here. Positive times a negative is a negative, 9. Negative times a negative is a positive, that'd be 15. And I'm going to add -9 plus 15. -9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm at 6. 6 is the answer. Number 12, 2x minus y. X equals negative 3, y equals negative 2. All operators, you got a times and then a minus. Now parenthesize your variables and replace them. Negative 3 minus, and then y is negative 2. Fix any subtraction operators. Now I'm going to read this. 2 times negative 3 minus negative 2. So we need to go plus plus then, since the number after it's negative. Now PMDA. Parentheses can't do anything. Multiply 2 times negative 3 is negative 6, and then plus the positive 2. Just put plus 2. If it's positive, just put plus 2. Put plus 2, it's fine. But in the end, we take negative 6 and go 2 to the right to negative 4. Okay, negative 3, parentheses x minus 4 plus 5. X equals negative 3. Okay, so make sure all the operators, so that's a times, then a minus, then a plus. Some of you might look at that, you're like, would you have to put a 1 in front of the x? No, not when you're given a replacement for it. Putting the 1 in front is when you don't have a replacement. Okay, so I'm not going to parenthesize that x there, okay, because I know exactly I'm going to put negative 3 in it. Because if it's already in parentheses, don't make 1 within. That looks dumb, okay? Negative 3 minus 4 plus 5. Fix any subtraction operators. Negative 3 times negative 3 minus. Okay, I said minus, so that goes plus negative, then plus 5. Now I can do my order of operations. Parentheses, right there, you need to simplify negative 3 plus negative 4. If I'm at negative 3 and I add negative 4, I go 4 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. So negative 7. So I now have negative 3 times negative 7 plus 5. Multiplication, negative 3, negative 7. That's positive and it's 21. No division, and then plus 5. And that's 26. Okay, number 14. Now you're simplifying without replacements. So I'm going to write the problem down. 3x minus y plus 2x minus 6 plus 4y minus 7. Okay, first thing, since you don't have anything to put in for these letters, you got to at least make sure every variable has a coefficient number connected to the front. So that x has a 3. That y needs a number. It's a 1, 2, 4. Know all the operators, make sure they're visible. So 3 and x is times, x and 1's minus, 1 and y's times, y and 2's plus, times, minus, plus, times, minus. Okay, fix any subtraction operators. So we got 3 times x minus, so that's now going to be a plus negative 1 times y. Plus 2 times x minus, so plus negative 6, plus 4 times y minus 7. Okay? Now execute where possible. You got any parentheses? No. You got any multiplication that you can actually figure out? No. Adding. Remember, you can only add terms where they're multiplied by the same variable. So we have x. Well, I have a 3 and a 2, so that'd be 5. Plus, now I got y. I've got a negative 1 and a positive 4. Negative 1 plus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's at 3. And then, what are the numbers not multiplied at all? They're called constants. Negative 6, negative 7. So negative 6, negative 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Negative 13. Done. So I have 3 things, but they're all multiplied by something different or not at all. 15. Negative 2 parentheses x minus 4. Okay, no replacement. Make sure each variable has a coefficient number in the front. That's going to be a 1 there. Know all the operators, make sure they're visible. So times, times, minus. You have any minus then? Yeah, right there. Plus, negative. PMDA. Now your parentheses, you can't do jack. Okay? 1 times x, you can't figure that out. You also can't add the 1 to the negative 4 when the 1 has an x, the negative 4 doesn't. Okay? So, multiplication 1 times x, I can't figure that out. But I can distribute the negative 2. So, negative 2 times 1x. And negative 2 times negative 4. Now I always get a lot of questions, but that one has an x, that one doesn't. I'm not adding, I'm multiplying. You can multiply and divide anything, okay? It's the adding that's the rule for. So negative times a positive is a negative, and you just connect x to your products. Like negative 2 times 1, okay, that's negative 2 times x, negative 2x. That's going to be 8. So negative 2x plus 8. Division, nope. Addition, you can't add those, okay? That has an x, that doesn't. 16. 6x minus 3 over negative 3. Okay, x has a 6 as a coefficient multiplier. Know all the operators. That's a times, a minus, and a divide. Okay. Fix any subtraction operators. There was a minus right there. Fix it. Now, do your PMDA. There is a parentheses. It is right there. Okay, it's a grouping parentheses. You need to use it when you have a fraction with operations on either the top or the bottom. Okay, so parentheses, you have one, but you can't simplify it. You can't take 6 times x, and you can't add 6 to negative 3 when that has an x. That doesn't. Multiplication, well, 6 times x can't be done. Division, you can divide. It's like we're doing here, only instead of times, it's divide. We need to put the divisor on the bottom second in the order. Both of them. So we have 6x, and we have negative 3. So 6 divided by negative 3 is negative 2 with x. Negative 3 divided by negative 3 is 1. So we have negative 2x plus 1. Addition cannot be done. That's multiplied by x. That is not. That's the end. Okay, then we have some easy square root problems. Square root of the number 9. What times itself is 9? I think it's 3. Square root of 80. Use a calculator for that. It's close to 9, but not quite. It will round up to 9. Okay, then a hardest problem is going to be the next one to remember what to do. We have a rectangle, 3x minus 4, and 6. One thing to remember, if you have a minus operator, please make it plus negative, so then I can fill out the rest of this. Then I'll never have to worry about those subtraction signs. Okay, they're gone. Okay, so we need to find the perimeter, and well, not find it, just write a simplified expression without giving a replacement for x. So remember the procedure. Perimeter is adding the sides. Area is taking the length times the width. Put parentheses there. So if I'm adding the sides, we have 3x plus negative 4, plus 3x plus negative 4, plus 6 plus 6. No replacements, so we simplify without the replacement. Make sure each variable has a coefficient number connected to the front. 3x, 3x, good. Know all the operators, make sure they're visible. So we got 3 times x plus -4 plus 3 times x plus -4 plus 6 plus 6. That's good. You will not have to fix any subtraction operators because we fixed it on the rectangle. Now you execute your PMDA. No parentheses. You're not going to multiply anything. You're not going to divide. Now adding. 2 numbers are multiplied by x. It's 3 and 3. That's 6. Now we add the rest of the numbers that are not multiplied by x. All 4 of them together. -4 plus -4 plus 6 plus 6. That's 4. And you're done. That's all the further that can be simplified. Now length width. I would put the 6 first, okay? I know 6 is technically the width, but since that's the only number for that dimension, I would put it first. The 2 separate terms, the one with the x and the one without the x, I put that second. It looks better that way. Okay, simplify. Make sure each variable has a coefficient in the front. That x has a 3. It's good. Know all the operators, make sure they're visible. So 6 times 3, 3 times x plus -4. Now execute where possible. You don't have to fix any subtractions. We already fixed them on the rectangle. Okay, so parentheses, you have them, but you can't simplify them. 6, and then I can't take 3 times x. I also can't add 3 to -4 when the 3 has a times x and -4 doesn't. Now if they both had times x, I could add them, but they don't. Multiplication, well, we can't multiply there, but we can come from the outside then. Because I can take 6 times the 3x and 6 times a -4. So that's going to be 18 with x, -24. Okay, so write the expression with a plus sign, and the multiplication that we can do is done. There's no division, and we can't add those. So you want to definitely study this problem. Okay, number 20. Again, on these 3-story problems, the 2 where I didn't use bold lettering, you just solve them with 1 step. A bank account loses a total of $500 over a course of 8 months. Calculate the average rate of change in money lost per month. So dollars per month. Remember, dollars per month, you're trying to figure out how many dollars in 1 month. That's just dividing, okay? Division sign. Take your money, 500. Divided by your months, 8, and that will tell you how much money you're losing every single 1 month. $62.50. Now somebody's going to say, do I have to label that negative? No, I don't care. I mean, you can because you're losing it, but I don't really care. I'm not going to freak either way. 21. An eagle starts flying at an elevation of 42 feet. Elevation is a distance above sea level. The eagle then flies upward 144 feet, downward 126 feet, up 25 feet, then down 65 feet before landing on a brook. Calculate the eagle's elevation when it lands on the brook. Okay. Again, no bold units, so just use operational math to solve it. So he starts at 42. Then he goes up 144. Then he goes down 126. Then he goes up 25. Then he goes down 65. It's pretty, see, that's why I didn't put the bold lettering. Okay, I don't need you writing an equation. Don't use algebra to solve that. Okay, algebra means you use letters and all that, so 20 feet. Okay, number 22, if I have bold lettering, that means I want you to use algebra to solve. So set up your boxes. And then outside make a table, because here we'll identify how they relate. A hawk is traveling at a height of 400 feet. It travels downward with a velocity of 20 feet per second. What will the hawk, not the eagle, should say hawk. What will the Hawk's elevation be after 12 seconds? So the two units I have is feet and seconds. The time unit, seconds, is the x, and then y is feet. So per, feet per second. Feet per second is 20. 20 times x, because it's per second. Now we have to decide if that's going to be positive or negative. XY, feet in seconds, 0, 1, 2. Okay, well, he started at 400 feet, so that goes with the 0. Then he's going downwards, so we minus 20, so put a negative right there. So you're going to add negative 20 or minus 20, it goes to 380. Then 360, and that continues. That's all I need to see on the table. Then on your line, negative 20 times x is your rate of change. Okay, it's called your slope. What's the first number you added negative 20 to? 400. That goes here. Equals y. So we have 400 plus negative 20 times x equals y. And then 12 seconds goes on my table, and I put 12 in for x. So we have 400 plus negative 20 times 12 equals y. So I'm solving for y. Y has nothing going on, no operations with the y. So that means I just do the order of operations over here. I times first. Negative 20 times 12 is negative 240. And then I take 400. So you can take 400 plus negative 240. You can also take 400 minus 240. It doesn't matter. At any rate, 160 is the answer. So feet equals 160.